Hi, this is Tiffany Howard, and this is Be Open to Receiving Everything. I know it's that everything word that has you stumped, right? Because the programming has been that we can't receive everything. That if we had a choice, we were given a choice between our arm and our leg, and we had to choose one, right? It's that scenario. Which one would we choose? Would we choose the great relationship or the great work environment? Would we choose wealth or health? Which one would we choose? Well, I want both my arm and my leg. There is no choice. You can have everything, right? You just believe that you can't. That's because someone has told you that you can't, that you have to choose. Well, you don't have to choose, right? You were born with everything. Having everything is your birthright. Spirit wants you to know that you can have everything because you are everything. You come from everything. You come from the one mind that has created everything. And so everything is yours if you are open to receiving it. Now, I know many of you have done this because I have. Spirit, God, if you give me this, just this one thing right here, if you give me this, I promise I won't ask you for anything else. Or if you give me this, I'll let this go. And Spirit is thinking, what is wrong with my children? I created everything and everything is for them. Why are they asking for this over this when they can have it all? They can have the perfect health, perfect self-expression. That means what you do that allows you to receive money, which is love for love. They can have the perfect relationship, love in their life, love in their family. They can have wealth. They can have connection to me, a spiritual connection or practice. They can have it all, but they choose to just want this or that instead of being open to receiving it all. If you're not receiving it all, it's not because Spirit doesn't want you to have it all. It's because you don't want to have it all. Because you have it in your mind that you're not enough, you're not worthy, you're not valuable, you're not deserving of it all, right? I've been there. Oh, I'm not good enough for this. Oh, I don't want that. What will people say? They'll think that I think I'm better than they are. All that mind crap. That's the mind feeding you crap. That's your ego. Because your higher self, consciousness, wants you to have it all. Spirit wants what's in your best and highest good. There's a song that I love by Karen Drucker. It's the Receiving Chant. Excuse me. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, it is mine. Anything I want, it is mine. Perfect health, it is mine. Joy and peace, it is mine. Love, 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 it is mine. Oh, I love that song. I love that song because everything you want, it is yours if it's in your highest good. If you declare it, it is yours. Get out of that old, archaic mindset, that mindset that's not serving you, that tells you that you can't have. Stop punishing yourself. I've done that. I remember in 2014, I needed another car because the car that I had would not pass inspection. So I go to a car dealership thinking I'm just getting my car repaired, and they tell me, well, your car's not going to pass inspection where you live in Travis County, and I was in Bell County, and this is in Texas. And so a salesman came up to me and said, hey, you know, I hear your car's not going to pass inspection. And I'm thinking, oh boy, these salespeople. And I go to the service area and I asked to speak with the manager, and the manager says, yes, your car's not going to pass inspection in Travis County. So salesman says, let's go look at some cars. We go look at some cars. I wanted a BMW, and he sells me an Audi. I buy an Audi. The funny thing is that I had always wanted an Audi. I remember maybe 5 years prior, I saw an Audi, and I thought to myself, boy, I would love to have an Audi. It took 5 years, and I manifested an Audi. It was white, beautiful. I called her Snow White. I didn't pay attention to the price. I asked, I remember hearing it, but I didn't hear it. It wasn't me getting the Audi. It was Spirit giving me what I asked for, what I declared 5 years prior. I signed up for the Audi, and it's amazing. They simply ask me, how much money did you make last year? I didn't have my income tax form with me. I didn't have pay stubs. I worked for myself as an attorney. All they asked was, tell us how much you made last year. And I told them my gross, my word. And then they said, do you have $500? I said, yes. Put $500 down on a $32,000 car. If it were me, I wouldn't have bought the car, because at the time I knew I was having financial challenges. But it wasn't me, it was Spirit giving me what I had asked for. And it didn't take all day. It took about an hour and a half, and I was driving away from the car dealership with the 2011 Audi 2.0. It took me 3 days to realize that I was not conscious, that I didn't buy the car, I wasn't there, that Spirit was acting on my behalf, giving me what I asked for. It was strange. I didn't understand it. How did I walk away with this car with just my word, $500 down payment, on a $32,000 car? I didn't have but $1,000 in my checking account. At that time, I had released my law practice and decided to accept the guidance of Archangel Michael telling me that I'm a healer. I didn't understand it. But it started eating up at me. I felt like I didn't deserve it. I remember driving to the courthouse, pulling in, and this lawyer just standing there seeing me. He was parked next to me. I get out of the car and he's like, well, you certainly have moved up in the world. How did you get that? How are you driving an Audi? Then the thought permeating in my mind, my ego started thinking and torturing me. Why do you have this car? You're not good enough for this car. How did you get this car? How will you keep this car? All the torture. I don't deserve this car. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not valuable. I'm not deserving of this car. Every day those thoughts coming in, eating at me, eating at me. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy for this, which Spirit knew I was worthy and deserving of. That's how I had received the car. But I rejected what Spirit wanted from me, what was in my highest, for my highest and best, because I let my ego and my mind and this guy tell me that I didn't deserve it. So what did I do? I punished myself for receiving it because I felt shame and guilt. Why do I get this blessing and he doesn't have this blessing? Well, he received what he believed he was good enough for receiving. I had received what I believed I was good enough for receiving, what I knew I was good enough for receiving. That Audit that I had wanted and asked for 5 years prior. But I thought I didn't deserve it. And I let all those negative thoughts and fears tell me that I wasn't worthy, deserving, valuable, or enough for what God wanted from me. And God always wants the best for us. God always wants us to receive everything. We block it. We do. No one else. I can't blame that other attorney. He was just expressing what he thought about himself. He didn't think he was good enough for an Audit. I did, and I received it. But then I started to believe that I wasn't good enough. And what happened? I bought that Audit May 2014. By October 2015, it was repossessed. It took 5 years for me to manifest it, and it took a little over a year for me to repudiate it, for it to be taken away, for me to release it out of guilt and shame. And how did I do it? I just told you. All those negative thoughts daily. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. It's going to get repossessed. It's going to be taken because I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy. I'm not valuable. I got what I thought about, what I believed. But that has changed for me. Now I understand the programming that I can receive everything, that Spirit wants me to have everything. Perfect health, it is mine. Joy and peace, it is mine. Love, 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 it is mine. Wealth and prosperity, it is mine. My perfect self-expression, it is mine. Everything. Be open to receiving everything. And if you're not, what can you do about it? Think about your thoughts. Know that those thoughts are false, that they're your egoic mind trying to torture you, getting you to believe that you're not worthy, valuable, or enough. Release those thoughts. Every day, practice on releasing those thoughts. Tap on those negative thoughts to release those thoughts. Pray. Ask your guides and angels and Spirit to help you release those thoughts of lack and loss. Every day, it's a practice. Meditate on releasing those thoughts. Meditate on being enough, worthy, and valuable, and having everything. Be open to receiving everything. It's been my pleasure. Spirit loves you, and I love you. so much. So much. Namaste.